So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Today, there's an NFC fighting store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're underway from Soldier Field. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Secured by Burton on slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing right away is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of the Dunzo. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. You talk about this Lions defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. The Bears at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
To throw once more, here's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing all was a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Now Hooker. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Hey, check that, street. Ready.
Now a toss play to Gibbs. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Looking to throw is Williams. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the Lions' 27-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's another.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll go play action here with Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here's Swift.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down.
The 18-yard line.
Here's Williams.
This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Rome Odunze
From 17 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
The score, Bears 14, Lions 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
On the ready. Get up. Viking and Steve. Panther Street. Panther Street. Check.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check, Bobcat.
Hooker now off play action. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Deputy! 19 Tiger. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8.
Here we go, shot. Trap 60. Check, hurt.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Ready?
That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Ready? Cougar 19. Hey, check that. Street. Rig.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Come on. Set. Gravity Lion. Big Lion.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
70 Timberwolves. Go check. Go check.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Ready? Crack all 80. Three.
In motion, the tight end.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throwing is Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Williams. Pass caught by Burden.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
To the air once more, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Williams going to look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. To throw, it's Williams. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland from 19 yards away. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Bears 21, Lions 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second and 7.
Red. Viking 18. Red Lion.
Throwing. Hooker. Got his man. It's Williams. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
One thing you're hopeful for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Deputy. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Hooker. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 73. 3. Hey, Crash.
Gibbs straight ahead. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check mash. Check mash. Get up. Go.
Another run for Gibbs here. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
St. Brown in motion right. Here's Hooker to throw it. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. 8. Ready.
Play action. Here's Hooker. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Cowboy 80. Check, hurt.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from...
Oh, and now some space to operate. Still on his feet. DeAndre Swift. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Let's go.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready? Gravity Lions. Hey, check that. Street.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
60 Bison. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Hooker's going to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Street. Street.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves. Hey, smash Broncos.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready?
Hooker. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Bates' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Brings up second and 2.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and 3.
Ready to up.
Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short one caught by London. And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready to up.
From the gun, here's Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready to hard.
Looking to throw is Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
So let's see about the call.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
26-yard line.
To throw once more, here's Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
22 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Williams.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it.
It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. Their own 29
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Right there. Ready.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 171 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it.
Check smash, check smash.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check, bounce that, check, bounce that.
Hooker now off play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Ready? Check the Eagles.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
On the ready.
This likely a must-have, third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
Now Hooker. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter, you're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Check, hurt. Go.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. To throw, Williams. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
To the air, Williams.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw, Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
60 boxes. 63. Hey, Chris. Ready.
Now it's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Lions.
Right there, hurt. Let go.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check smash, check smash. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Hooker. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
44 yards.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Williams.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here's 1st and 10.
Get up. Lightning, 18, hey.
Here's Hooker. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Ready?
They'll come up now on second down.
Go! 7 Cowboy 80. Hut! Hut, go! Hut, hut!
Hooker to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
70 Timberwolves. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Now Hooker.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Check, hurt. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Pioneer. Ready, ready.
Throwing here is Hooker.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Chicago, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.